G'day everybody, welcome back to Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. It's probably a good idea for us to just leave the Ashlands before we, get into any further trouble while we're out here. So let me just quickly head home and we can talk about the previous episode. The previous episode, oh my god, where to begin? We've found the vineberry seeds, obviously, but I've been having a very difficult time figuring out how to grow them, and I must actually address the comments because I feel like there's a lot of people getting really frustrated at me in the comments, and I'm frustrated with myself as well, guys, but don't forget that this is a blind playthrough. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm sort of fumbling around, I'm getting a lot of comments saying, oh, why didn't you do this? Why did you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And, it's fair, but, I feel like people forget that I'm actually learning how to play this game. I'm experiencing things for the first time as well. Look, there's stuff that I need to, probably, accept though. Stuff like, trying to grow things over, or underneath a roof, for example, or trying to grow the vines underneath a roof. So I accept that, that's fine. But I thought bringing it over this side is open enough, or is it not? So that's one thing, right? Like, the reason why I chose this side of the wall is because I feel like this side of the wall is the highest, and therefore will give us the most fruit. But if it's too close to this wall, sorry, not this wall, but too close to this roof, then obviously gonna need to do something about that. Which, I don't mind having to move. If that's the case, we'll just have to do it. I can always maybe move it here, but look, in the previous episode, we did manage to get a few more seeds, so I can experiment a little bit more. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I do have about 50 or so vine berries, and I assume they will regrow in the spot. I was thinking of just going back out there to see if we can grab even more seeds, because we only have 4, so I might actually do that initially since the sun's still up. We've got plenty of food in our digestive system still. So yeah, it's just a matter of perhaps bringing a little bit of wood with us so that we can sort of construct upwards and reach the vine berries that are sort of perched up top. So let's bring a stack of wood. That should be hopefully enough. And let's get cracking. Yeah, again, a lot of comments about, my my experimentation, and I wasn't really expecting to get things right first try, but also, oh god, we're not in the in the right spot. Sorry guys, let me just take the other teleporter. But yeah, I mean, things like putting the vines a little bit close to the wall. I mean, I made an assumption that it could be planted very close to the wall because it needs something to cling on, right? So my initial impression was that, okay, maybe it's just a thing where the mechanic is slightly different for this particular crop. But I guess not. I guess we still need quite a bit of space. Why is there a little strange patch there? Anyway, that's sort of, something that I had to learn, I didn't want to assume that it was going to be exactly the same as, all the other crops, and to need that much space, if that makes sense. Let's see. I'm just looking for more berries. Do we not have any more berries? It's a little bit hard to see, but I think there are some berries up there. And are we in a storm at the moment? Because if we're in a storm, then obviously probably not a good idea to stick around. I think we might be in a storm, guys. So if I want to learn from my mistakes, probably need to leave. Yeah, we were out during the storm that one time, and that was not pleasant. So let's just maybe pause that, and we'll come back to it. So I was initially just interested in trying to find some more seeds, but you know what? 4 will do. Let's continue our experimentation. So, judging by some of the comments and what I've done wrong according to the comment section, is that not only do we need to, you know, construct some kind of a wall, but we need to plant away from it slightly. So we can do that. Perhaps maybe I will go back to using the copper and the verdure dividers, because I think my mistake there was to actually put everything so close together, or sorry, put the actual seeds a little bit too close to the divider itself. So maybe that's a solution. So let me just grab this. Yeah, we'll see if we can actually get things growing properly. Still got a little bit more. So I have no idea how high it needs to go, but... Or should I just do the one side first? Because from some of the comments left in the previous episode, some people are saying that it will actually grow quite wide. So maybe I need a little bit of extra copper or something, and maybe we can just, you know, make another one just to, you know, complement what we've got. Do I have copper ores though? That's... yeah, I don't think I have copper ores, so I might need to fetch some more. That's alright. I'll plant one seed now and just see if it works. So the mistake that I did last time was that I sort of put it a little bit too close. So I think I need to give it some distance. It needs something to cling on, yes, I get it, but how far does it need to be? Because then the next problem that I might run into is that it has nothing to cling on. Anyway, I'm hoping for the best there. It says that it's healthy. And it continues to be healthy, apparently. So, who knows? We might have some success here. But yeah, I might actually replicate that on this side. And that way, you know, we'll have a couple of ash vines sort of growing. I don't know, maybe I could have used the space a little bit better as well. But I don't know how much fruit we get from the ash vines. Presumably you might actually get quite a bit from just the one plant. Right, so I don't think we can go back to try and get some more vine berries or vineberry seeds. But I think we can probably use this time to see if we can gather up some copper and go from there. Let's see. I'll throw some stuff in here. I'll fetch more wood later when I need it. Rouston, more sulfur. Running out of space. Bit of coal. Rouston I'll probably just leave in the pile next to the hole. Do I want to keep smelting? I guess I could. Might as well grab all of that. We'll chuck that away. Safekeeping. Oop, actually, almost forgot. I do need to drop this in as well. Righto. So, I don't really think that we have too much copper nearby. I think we've been to this node and possibly exhausted it, but I can double check. Then there's, I think, some more copper around here where we haven't exactly exhausted all of it just yet. So, let's actually check on what's nearby. Might need to just like cross it off if we definitely don't have any more copper in that area. And it is sort of slightly submerged in water now. I think this could be a little bit of copper right here. So let's just quickly grab that. Might have a little bit more going in here. So I am still keen on trying to grow some of the vines on the wall near the refiner. But I think I might not do that until we can actually sustain some more vines or sustain getting more seeds for it. That way, you know, if my experiment fails completely, because I still think that, you know, that side of the wall is pretty open. It's not blocked by the walls or the roof or anything. So, I mean, in theory it should work, based on what the game's telling me. Ah, right. I've just realized that I'm not rested, and that is not helping at all. Yeah, there's actually still quite a bit of copper here, but I think this is becoming a bit of a painful process here if I don't actually gain my rested buff. Big storm. I'm glad I returned, actually, because I think we would have been in trouble, and therefore we could have been risking destroying that structure out there that has all of the vine berries. So let's drop our copper in here. And we may as well get some of this stuff smelting. And I'll also grab more wood, chuck it into the kilns. Perfect. Alright, and more coal in there. A few bits and pieces that I don't really need. Let's try and get that rested buff. Might as well also do a bit of a check or an inventory inspection. We can have snacks because we're getting a little low. So maybe one of those, and I'll have maybe an omelette. 21 minutes, that's decent. Let's go back out there. It is night now, so I might actually quickly rest up and try and get some more sunlight. That way, spotting the copper is going to be a little bit easier. Man, it'd be nice if we could like improve the gliding effect so that we can sort of glide further from higher areas if we, you know, jump off higher ledges. Would be cool. Alright, let's keep working on this copper. I'm sure we're going to need more copper at some point, right? So it's a decent investment. And yeah, it's probably a good way to sort of kill some time as we wait for the vineberry, well, the vineberry vines to grow, assuming that is growing properly. Actually, I should have checked before we left. But probably not a lot of progress just yet. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I remember seeing a lot of comments in previous videos saying that I haven't really exhausted all of the copper that I've seen in a lot of these copper nodes, and you know, I'm only just discovering that apparently just goes very, very deep. So yeah, if I badly need copper, I can essentially just go back to the previous places that I've been mining, because I don't think I've taken those off of the map just yet, and we can just find more copper. So I think with the amount of vine berries that we actually have at the moment, it might not be a bad idea for us to start making more of those pies, and also more of the, well, those new lingering health potions as well. I wonder if you can use a lingering health potion and a potion at the same time. I think it's probably possible, right? Which means that, you know, in emergency situations, you know, you would use potions, but then if you know that you're going into some level of danger... Oh, hang on, we've got mushrooms growing here. Oh, man. I don't really want to get rid of the soil where the mushrooms are growing. Let me, like, dig towards this side instead. I do feel like we're probably just going to plug this hole, really, with some more stone. Just to make it look nicer, you know. This is an area near the house. Got a bit more here. How much copper do we have? 8. Haven't really found a lot, have we? If I got rid of the soil where the mushrooms are growing, does that pretty much just get rid of the spawn point for that mushroom, or does it just continually spawn underneath, like, just the next layer of soil that is available? I'm sure there's some people who've done that testing, but curious to know. Precisely for situations like this where, you know, I'm not sure where the copper is. I might need to dig through that area, but like you might make a decision on whether or not you wanted to get the copper, considering you get mushrooms constantly from this soil. Just a thought. Anyway, yeah, a lot of copper here. I don't know how long I'm going to be mining for copper. Obviously, this is not the most exciting thing ever. But having a bit in reserve, probably not a bad idea. Is that? Okay. It's just a stone. Yeah, just as I was thinking perhaps maybe we don't have any more copper here, I find another little bit. But it feels like it's just sort of coming in drips and drabs. It's not the most satisfying mining process, unlike looking for silver, for example. You know, silver, you know the shape of the node, and you know that you're going to get a lot out of the one place. I mean, I suppose you do get a lot out of the one place as well with copper, but it's just, it seems less satisfying. Have I reached the bottom? I think I have reached the bottom, which means that I'm not going to be able to uncover this completely, I don't think. Okay, there's a little bit more if we keep going this way. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. I might just gather a bit more from here, and once we're maxed out, we'll head back. Okay, I'm just curious to see if we might find a little bit more. Or can I call this place exhausted of copper? Yeah, I have a feeling we're done. Which means, yeah, I probably need to come back here and just like cover all of this up at some point. 449. Good. Let's head back. Check on the vine. Oi, 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 oi. Uninvited guests. Okay, and yeah, we do have a bit of copper there, so I do want to grab all of that. Let me just stash that away. We'll grab this, and we should be able to make what we need. Yeah, I suppose I should deal with these guys out here, banging away at all of our stuff. Okay, a lot of stone, which probably do want to just put down. Let's just place all of that there. A few other bits and pieces, but let's take a look. Ooh! Ooh! There we go, guys. Vine berries. Let's add a little bit more, because obviously the more surface area we have, I assume, the more berries we'll get. And yeah, I'm thinking of just going even further up, which means that maybe we might need even more copper here. And plus, I mean, I've got more seeds for another, you know, another vine elsewhere, so... Which means maybe I do need to just work on a bit more copper right now. So yeah, let's drop some copper in. I'll just wait for one to come out at the very least. Yep, good. So now we should be able to just like fix up that other side. I don't know if I should go even higher than what we have available here. Kind of looks nice. So they do give us berries pretty quickly, don't they? And I assume they just continually provide you with more berries. So at this point, I don't really know if we need to go out to the Ashlands again, to that same area, to try and get more berries, or try to find more seeds. Can we get our own seeds? That's another question I have. I mean, I am assuming that we can, but you never know. Perhaps maybe the seeds are only available from the wild, you know, instead of from your own farm. So the plan is, I think I'm gonna wait for more copper, and then we'll do exactly the same thing on this side. So we'll have like a couple of things sort of growing more vine berries. And then, yeah, I mean, since we still have a few more seeds, I'll do that experiment on this side. There's a bit of shade here, though. That's the thing, right? Like, is that a bad thing? But I mean, there's always going to be shade, you know, if you decided to use some kind of a wall for it. I think the good thing about using the divider here, the metal wall, is that the light can actually travel through. So anyway, I assume this is going to continue to grow, but we shall see. Let's chuck stuff away. I'm just looking at our foods here. I wonder if it might be a good time for us to just go out and see if we can grab the rest of the vine berries that we're trying to reach before. Yeah, this is obviously going to be a very slow episode, guys. I'm not really going to be doing anything too crazy. I may actually make a start on the roof for the stable, since we now have, you know, all of the wood and all of the tar that we need for it. But yeah, let's come back to that, because I'm keen on just going out and seeing if we can grab more seeds, more berries. We'll try and exhaust at least the supply that we've seen out there. I mean, we're talking Ashlands here, so I suppose I should be eating decent foods. And I could eat one of these things. Let's just go with those things for now. It's not like we're adventuring. Yeah, having to deal with those ash storms every time they come through is kind of annoying. You sort of need to sort of plan your day a little bit. But you can never predict when it comes, so when it does happen, you sort of need to think about doing something else. I guess the worst situation to be in is to be adventuring and then an ash storm suddenly occurring. Why are there so many enemies in this area? I mean, I thought I got rid of all of the spawners and stuff. Maybe there might be another spawner beyond this this structure. That could explain it. In which case I would like to obviously try and address. Ooh, bit of copper here. Oh, bronze. Okay. Yeah, let's just have a quick look around, because if there are some spawners in this area, then we need to deal with them. Possibly out that way. Don't see anything super close by. I guess we were just like unlucky with the spawns. Alright, let's get to it, because I don't think we've got too much more time in the day before it gets dark. So quickly grab that, and we'll do a quick repair. And let's... Oh! Now I've done it, haven't I? Sorry. I need some wood. Totally forgot about that. Actually, we can get some normal wood out of these logs, if I'm not mistaken, right? Not just the ash wood? Or am I dreaming? Yeah, we can get a little bit of wood. So that's going to give us at least a couple of ladders. Ah. Okay. Let's bring these guys away from the important structure over there. And those lava bombs or lava blobs are really unpredictable. Okay. Oh. It's getting dark, so don't want to hang around. Why can't I make a bench? I need 10. There we go. Yep. Let's leave. Have a sleep. Come back. There's always something that gets in the way of what we want to do whenever we're out here in the Ashlands, I feel. Whether or not it's my own doing or something happening in this biome. We do have enemies in the area. Oh, an item prevents us. Yeah, okay. Becoming a problem. I do need to switch to some stone portals out here as well. Alright. And a lot of stuff to try and think about. Let's have a sleep. Haven't really seen whether or not that vine was growing further though. Let's hope that it is. And I can probably have something for stamina, so let's just quickly have something. Yeah, we'll keep going with the scorching medleys for now. It's looking alright. I think it is growing a little bit more. Alright, first order of things is to just defend our perimeter here. Don't need that or that. I think I'll just grab the meats here. Vulture or vulture meats. Yeah, that Morgan had been already hanging around for quite a bit, so In hindsight, I could have taken some more wood. It's alright, we should be able to get some more. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Alright. Let's head out. And let's get what we came for. Just making sure that we're sort of ready for a surprise fight with like a Valkyrie or something, you know? We do have bone mass, we've got a couple of potions. We're still looking pretty good. I think these are actually already regrowing. So I didn't see this here before. Alright, we might actually not need to do too much more. I might maybe place a few of these things down. Just so that we can sort of start reaching up a bit more. I don't know if I, actually that might be, causing, some of these vines to not grow properly, so, or the berries to not spawn. So perhaps maybe keeping them slightly away is better. Yeah, do something like that. Look, I don't see too many berries right now. We should be able to just continue coming back here. There are other things here that I'm curious about. So these, I don't know, like pedestal looking things. I don't know if there's anything in these. So I'm just gonna see if I can break one open. Okay. Not really, it's just some Grouston, apparently. I feel like I'm seeing like shadows of something. But I guess maybe it's just the movement of the grass or something. No, I feel like there's definitely some kind of shadow going. I was sort of thinking perhaps maybe some vultures are around, trying to get to us. I also feel like there's a room here which looks like it's sort of inaccessible. Maybe we need to sort of jump in there. I mean, I could probably break open the walls, but ooh, what on earth is that? Oh, it's just a pot. Sorry, getting a little too excited for no reason. Actually, yeah, there's a door there. Is it worth breaking open these pots? Like, will we find anything that we haven't seen before? Got a bit of bronze. Yeah, basically just a whole bunch more vines and vine berries. Right. Yeah, I don't want to have to bust open any of the walls, because I don't want to reduce the amount of vines that we've got available to us out here. Look, we may never need to come back for vines here anyway, considering we are growing our own now. But still, having the option to grab more here is nice, in case you were running out at home. Alright, so I think we're done in the Ashlands. Maybe for this episode even, because I don't really need to do anything else out here for now. I want to go back home and really make a start on figuring out how to put a roof over our new structure. I'm not seeing things grow even more. So, could it be that it's limited then in how high it goes? Perhaps maybe this is the height and that's it, and you might have to just like grow more vines elsewhere. Potentially, that could be the case. Anyway, while I've got the Black Forge out here, I will set up another spot for the vine berries, so I'm just going to put stuff away now and we'll go ahead and do that. We should have the copper available for it. So... okay, and yeah, unfortunately we didn't find any more seeds. That's a bit of a disappointment. I thought, considering how many times we've gathered the vine berries, I thought we would have found some seeds by now. We do want a bit of wood, although we've got stacks of wood outside, so I sort of need to maybe use that up, and I actually do need the tar, so maybe I should grab the tar now. I don't know how much tar I need actually, but I'll bring whatever I have. Throw that in there. Got these vulture eggs, which we do need now for the pies. Speaking of making stuff, though, I might actually make a start on the lingering health potion. So, vineberry clusters, smoke puffs. I haven't really been diligent in gathering smoke puffs, and now I think I need to start doing that. Look, we've got enough for what we need for now, so that's fine. That should be it, right? Okay. Now let's throw that in, and hopefully we should have some nice potions in a little while. I just need to fetch some copper. Though, I've got a lot of tar on me at the moment. Let me just drop at least one stack over here. I'm sort of thinking about whether or not I need to take McLock's face out, so that we can sort of build easily without him getting in the way. Yeah, I might need to do that actually, so we'll do that in a sec. Grab all of that. Okay. Don't have to wait for it, that's fine. We'll come back for the rest another time. So hopefully I'm still close enough here to do what I want to do. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to just tuck this one over here. I don't need like an additional one, I don't think, because as I said, we're going to do that experiment. With any luck, we might find that we can grow vine berries in various locations. And yeah, we can just gather vine berries, not just from the farm proper, but while we're running along that side of the house as well. But yeah, so considering what we've got going on here, I should basically just plant one and have that sort of in the center. I think that should be further away enough. And yeah, we should still have space for other types of crops when we do need to grow all of that sort of stuff. One thing that I am a little worried about is if we are sort of doing it this way is when I do plant some other crops, I wonder if those other crops could affect the growth of the vine berries. Maybe. But yeah, it also seems to be that things sort of transform, so you'll see this growing right here normally, but then when it's fully grown, that little bush there disappears almost, and frees up more space. So interesting mechanic. But anyway, before we start building, I think I'll just very quickly do that experiment that I mentioned that I wanted to do on this side. So firstly, I just want to cultivate just a tiny bit more over here. We'll use the hoe to tone that back slightly. I'll do it from this side. Okay, so I am sort of just curious to see if we can sort of put that there. That's still free from the roof, I think. But look, I could be wrong. I did actually say before that I perhaps didn't really want to experiment until we had more seeds, but here I am. I'm just impatient, guys. Right, so I think this is working. So I think we should be able to come back with more vine berries over here. And if it is successful, I think I might do another one just over here. And that way we'll have a bit more. So that's the plan anyway. Look, let's move McLock's face. And let's get building. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't get into trouble hanging out over there, so... I do have some tools, maybe that I don't really need to bring with me. Let me just drop these. I do have a bit of copper still as well. Actually, I forget, I do need a little bit more over here. There we go. Look, if the vines don't grow further, then I'll take the top parts off and, you know, not worry about having these very big sort of verdure walls. But I'm hoping that it grows a little bit further up. Because that's what it's like in the wild, right? Like, they do grow quite big. So I don't know why it wouldn't be the same. Sorry, I do have a seed here. Man. Oh, there we go. It just disappeared and became vines. I assume that you don't need to regrow it every time you get the seeds. Sorry, the fruits. Because the plant is still there. But I suppose time will tell. I could perhaps maybe put some over here as well if we don't really need walls that go up too high. Anyway, I digress. Let's address the need to build roofs here. So I feel like I need to connect this as well, potentially, but maybe I don't need to do that until we actually get to needing to put the roof on that side. So I think what I'm going to try and do is to sort of build a guide for the roof. Do we not have a workbench out here? No, we do. Down there. Well, that's alright. Let me just make another workbench. Is getting a little late though, so we might want to have a sleep and come back. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, let's go. Could have another snack, I think. Man, I just look at the time here, but this episode, to me anyway, seems to have just flown by. I was having a lot of fun and frustration, I guess, dealing with experimenting and making sure that these bloody vines actually grow. And suddenly the episode is gone. Let's do bread. I should hold off on making more bread though, because we sort of need the flour for other purposes now. Whoop, okay, look at that. That's growing quite nicely. Is there perhaps maybe a need for us to increase the height of the wall even more before we'll start seeing the vines grow further? I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but so that's 1, 2, 3. I think we've got, like, what, only 2 walls high. I think we could go with another. But again, it really depends on what's happening on this side and whether or not we're actually able to grow it even further. If it's just limited in its height, then there's no point. Okay, let's do more on the other side. Is that actually connecting properly? No. So that needs to, yeah, go and connect like that. And yeah, this is not attaching properly, so let's just fix that. Okay, so we're almost there. Now we just need to start placing the roof down and hope for the best. Need a little bit of extra wood though. Just realized we've got some more vineberry seeds, just like that. Okay, so if I really wanted to experiment even more, then I've got the seeds to do so. Alright, bit of double up there, that's fine. And let's work from this side. Okay, looking good. But I think, considering where we are with this episode, I might actually call this one here. When we come back, we'll continue building the roof of the barn. The pillar in the middle, we might need to shave off the top part. Just really depends on where the peak is going to end up. Because obviously we don't want anything protruding out. But yeah, so far though, I think we've reached an important milestone, and that being figuring out how these bloody vines work, and we should have a better time now. I'm just concerned about them not growing so far up though, so yeah, I think there's an argument to be made to be growing more vines along the wall up towards where the refinery is. But anyway, I am calling it an episode here on this very soggy looking day. Hope you enjoyed this one. Again, this is a blind playthrough, so just keep that in mind. I am sort of learning how to do stuff along with all other first timers to the Ashlands. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.